We are out in the backyard. There is a massive thunderstorm brewing. And we have this right here. This is my firewood stack. And the tarp doesn't do a very good job because, first off, the squirrels love to chew it up. They chew it up and take it up to their nests. My dog can sometimes get it, and I've probably replaced my tarp about 5 times now. So we're gonna have to build something new. As you can see here, the tarp I picked doesn't really fit very well. Even if I do this, I didn't get a big enough tarp. So I'm gonna have to build some sort of roof up there. And that's what we're gonna be doing in this video, so that this wood doesn't get wet. I mean, no one likes it when their wood gets wet, right? So to start it off, I am getting some wood from my backyard. Just some wood that's been laying around, not really being used. I got a lot of stuff from old projects, and this one seems to be a good fit. But let's see if it actually fits. Put it up here, and looks like it's a good size, so we're gonna use it. Going into the shop, I'm gonna cut this board down into 2 pieces so that I can put one on both sides of the tree. Get the dust collector started. Now I will say these projects are really fun. Whenever you have something that actually solves a problem, it's always the most enjoyable projects to do. I highly recommend just looking around your house or in your backyard and see if there's anything that you might want to fix. Or something that you want to improve. Now as I'm cutting these, the knot gets pretty tough right here. So I have to just kind of keep working at it, and eventually it goes through pretty easy. You have to make sure you steer it in the right direction, especially when you're doing this, to make sure it doesn't pinch at all. But I end up getting it all the way through. Now you can see we've got the 2 pieces here that we'll put on both sides of the tree. The tricky part here is I want this to be able to hold about a rack of wood. And a rack of wood is like 4 by 8, and it's usually long ways. But here, obviously it's different dimensions. So let's check out what it is and try to plan. Let's see, so this is about 5 foot wide. Let's see, I think if I do, since it's 5 feet wide, if I do around 7 feet tall, I think that would be similar to a rack of wood. I might be wrong, but it'll be close enough. Alright, so now we're going to actually put these on the tree. We're going to start with one side, let it pivot a little bit, and then once we're done with this one, screw it into the other tree. Then we'll do the same thing on the other side. This part was pretty fun. I mean, other than the battery kept falling out because I have a adapter. You'll see here what happens. that is the reason why you should just buy a Milwaukee in the first place instead of buying an adapter. So we screw it into the other side, and you would be surprised how sturdy this is. Those screws are about 3 inches long and hold hundreds of pounds. Pretty cool. And as you can see here, I got a slight slope there so that whenever the snow or rain comes down, it'll go in a certain direction. So I'm just now noticing kind of a big issue with this. I don't know if you can see from this camera angle, but see the wood kind of goes like this and goes up, but that tree, it's like going sideways. So if I put it along that tree, I don't think that it'll get a good enough coverage for the roof. Over here it's pretty good, but not over there. So what I'm thinking I might do is put a piece going this way, and then I can screw this one in to that post so that it's still covering all of the wood. We'll try it out. So I don't know if you guys can see it here, but this tree on the left side is actually moving. Just felt this tree moving as I screwed it in. So I don't know if that's gonna break it eventually, but we'll see. Here I tried to fix a mistake I made. I didn't think to put the other board above it before putting this support in. So, gonna fix that real quick. Pretty simple fix. So now you can kind of see what I'm doing here. See, those are a little bit staggered, and I can lay the shingles to where it's sloping down. And that should work. So now we're off to Home Depot to get some roofing. I decided to just go with the plastic roofing. Part of the reason for this is it'll do really good at not leaking, and I can just cut this up into different sections and put them next to each other.
Mama, you grab this.
Then comes the very difficult task of shoving this into an SUV. At first I didn't know if it would make it, so I brought my saw just in case, but it was a pretty good fit. So we're on the way home. We got the roof in the car. Hopefully we make it home safe. And also a good thing about that clear roof is that the sun coming down on top of the wood will help it season better because it'll heat it up and dehydrate the wood a little bit more. But another thing, this is my DeWalt, and I've had this for a good amount of time, and slowly I've been transitioning to Milwaukee. So I have this little adapter right here so I can use my Milwaukee battery. This one's for my drill. But today's a new day. I have decided to switch to the actual Milwaukee impact driver. So let's see how it works. Oh yeah. That is nice. Sorry DeWalt, but Milwaukee's just better. So now I'm off to cutting these into 4 different sections. I actually only end up needing 3 of them, so
Hopefully I can find a use for the last one someday. But it's pretty simple, just cut these every 3 feet. And then I had enough to put them next to each other and it covered the whole thing. Here are the screws I'm using. They're like roofing screws that have like a roofing washer on it. Keeps the water out. Good job. Now for the fun part, getting these pieces of roof on top. Hardest part was making sure they don't slide while I'm trying to put them up. But putting in this screw really helped them stay up, and then all the rest were a breeze.
You know, building this little roof over the firewood got me thinking. We work hard to protect what keeps us warm, our homes, our families, but sometimes we forget to guard what keeps our souls alive. The world's always raining something down on us, distractions, sin, bitterness. And if we don't have a covering, if we don't stay close to God, all that starts to soak in. When the wood gets wet, the fire doesn't burn as bright. Same goes for our soul. When we let the world drench us, that flame of the Holy Spirit struggles to catch. That's why we've got the church, the sacraments, prayer, and grace. All these things that keep us dry and ready to burn with that fire again. Confession clears out the rot, the Eucharist lights the flame.
I am making a roof.
Christ never said there wouldn't be storms. He just promised to be our shelter through them.
I lost a screw.
So maybe this roof's more than just a cover for my firewood. Maybe it's a reminder that if I want the fire to stay bright, I've got to stay under His protection.
This is the last screw, because I missed one of them. Right here. I don't want that flipping up and down, so. That should be it. This is it from the top. This is not needed anymore. And now, after years of struggling with this issue, now I can take this off, finally.
And now I just stack it on here anytime I get some wood, and it'll naturally season and stay out of the water. So thank you for watching, and tag along for the next video. I'm thinking about building a shrine or something like that. But like and follow for more content, and thank you so much for watching.